See, climate change is not caused by all the little things that you do. You can relieve yourself of that guilt. It's not you and me who are responsible for climate change. If just to exist is to contribute to the climate crisis, then we would all be guilty. But that's not really the case. There is a perfect balance that nature provides. You have agents that emit carbon, and equally, you have agents that absorb carbon. What are those agents known as? Trees and the oceans. They absorb these gases. What's happening is that you have crossed all limits by a long distance. 280 ppm to 440 ppm and increasing at an accelerating rate. Who's doing that? Not the common man. Though there are vested interests that are trying to put the guilt of climate change on the common man. The common man is not really responsible. The common man is responsible, but in some other way, indirectly. We'll come to that. The richest 10% of the world's population is causing 90% of the carbon emissions. And if you bring that down to the richest 1%, that still remains close to 30-40%. It's so skewed. The per capita emissions of an Indian are only a small fraction of those of an American or a Briton. It's coming from there. There is enough allowance for everybody to peacefully survive. What we do not have is the allowance to consume endlessly. You getting it? So it's not as if doing anything contributes to carbon emission. No, not that way. And if it does, then there is stuff to take care of that. Trees and other physical mechanisms, natural mechanisms. But when you are burning oil endlessly so that you can have physical comforts and all kinds of vanities, then there is obviously no solution. How do you take care of that? Now here comes the role of the common man. This has to be turned into an electoral issue. You have to elect governments that are prepared to tax vulgar consumption. You have to have governments that are prepared to tax the ultra-rich. You cannot let them go scot-free with all the damage they are causing to the environment, to the planet itself. We were talking of the 6th mass extinction. That 6th mass extinction is not being brought about by the lower middle income countries and the middle income countries. That is being brought about by the first world, the developed world. They are the culprits and they'll have to bear the burden. And even in countries like India, if the per capita emissions are rising, the responsibility lies with only a handful of people compared to our population. They are the ones who have to be singled out and taxed. Are you getting it? It is a very clever ploy to make the common man feel responsible. So what does the common man start doing to alleviate his guilt? He says, fine, I'm recycling. I'm not using plastic that much now. Or I'm turning organic. Or I'm reducing my electricity consumption by 15%. The question is, dear, how much electricity does the common man anyway consume? It's not the common man who is causing all this. I'll tell you who is causing it. Your role models are causing all this. The influential fellow you referred to is causing all this. And it's a great tragedy when the ones who are influential are neither intellectual nor spiritual. Think of it. A brain-dead fellow is so influential just because he has so much money. And you can have a lot of money without being intellectual at all. It is possible. It is happening. Your role models are very unworthy people. And they are role models exactly because you find them consuming a lot and you all aspire to consume that much. So they become your role models. You say, wow. Somebody asked a famous soccer player and he says, I have 20 cars. All luxury ones. And that simply charms you so much, wins you over. 20 cars. 5 Rolls Royce. He does not even want to own a cheap thing like Mercedes. Not one, but multiple private planes. Super expensive yachts. Yachts to take care of yachts. And that's what we all aspire for. Why? That brings us to the point we started from. Our dualistic philosophy of life. We all have been taught wrongly. We have been trained wrongly. Life education, we have been deprived of. So all that you want through all that you do is consumption. What do you live for? Consumption. How do you know a fellow is doing well in life? He is able to consume a lot. When consumption is the ideal, climate change is the result.